California
Can't
Department
what?
of Food and Ag.
Can't what?
And we're here tonight to help you answer your questions, whether it's at any of the 4 tables we have set up, or if you'd like
This is not a science project, sir. This is not a science project. We're here to ask questions. You're not answering.
Can you please repeat what you said earlier, that cdfa is afraid of us?
Excuse me, you have to listen. Please listen.
What is the procedure that you're supposed to follow? Because I've gotten so many reports from people about let's call it bullying by the people coming out to the site, to the homes, coming in odd hours, storming like the militia, not providing people that don't speak English any documentation or translation into that language. If you didn't know, our city is about 70 or more percent Hispanic population. So most of the people here, especially the elderly people, are, and that's kind of where the houses have been targeted. They don't speak English, or they have trouble speaking English, or they can't read English documents. And how come they're not being provided something in Spanish or a translator to get them through the process?
Okay.
And how come the whole scheduling issue? So I get a lot of complaints from a lot of, we take the heat too. It's not just you guys about this process. And why is it that they're just showing up randomly? They make appointments and they don't show up, and then they come when they feel like it. I don't know how your scheduling works, but our residents are willing to cooperate if they know what the heck's going on. And I don't think, based on all the comments that I'm receiving, I don't think that's happening. I think there's a problem with the CDFA's rollout of this program. And they're not, I believe there's the state rules. I'm sure CDFA has a whole list of things. This is how you do it. This is the procedure. Like everybody has a procedure. But I'm hearing and seeing video footage. Everything I see is the opposite of what I think a legitimate procedure should be. But I don't have the list of your procedures, so I'm hoping you can shed some light on exactly what the process is and lead me through it.
Yep, happy to.
Okay.
So when we have identified a premises with poultry, we will go ahead and issue a quarantine. On that quarantine, at the bottom of it, is an email address, and it specifically states if you have an issue with this quarantine, you can email in to that address that's there within 24 hours of the issuance of the quarantine, and we will be happy to go ahead and schedule an informal hearing. So there's a hearing officer.
And what is that exactly? Hearing officer?
We've never won an appeal case.
I just want to hear the process. Let him have his chance to tell us what exactly their process is.
Thank you.
We need to understand.
This is the way they serve you the search warrant.
So we'll go ahead and issue the quarantine. If they ask for an informal hearing, we'll go ahead and set that up. We will have that hearing within 48 hours of when it's.
Where is the hearing?
It's telephonic. So we have a hearing officer generally up in Sacramento that handles that end of it. We generally have one of the incident commanders from the incident that's on there, and we also have one of the epidemiologists, veterinarians, that is also on that call. They start by giving background on the incident, exactly why we're there, what we're doing, why we're doing it, a little background on the disease.
You forgot to mention how you're doing it.
The epidemiologist then goes ahead and gives information on the specific neighborhood where that individual is, and then the individual has the opportunity to go ahead and give their side of the story. The hearing officer will then make a decision on that within 24 hours and issue that, most often via email. It can be by postal or whatever the appellant asks for it to be. As far as the euthanasia goes, if that appeal is denied, there is a date written on the bottom of that quarantine as to when those birds would be euthanized by. It's a range, usually a week out or so, and then we would proceed accordingly.
Okay, so let me ask a little deeper in this whole appeal process. What would be the reason that an appeal would be either approved or rejected? What qualifies for that?
Yeah, one of the things, and the reason we have an epidemiologist, veterinarian, on the call is they are looking at what we have defined as a highly infected area within a local area. That's an area where we have seen a number of cases where we know there's positive virus, and based on that and other aspects of the case, they will give their recommendation as to whether or not those birds should go ahead and be euthanized. The reason for that, and in some cases there are birds that have been euthanized that are not currently infected, is because that's a population. We're looking at this area as one huge flock with likely exposure. And even without the likely exposure, we are looking at a situation where if we remove the host of this virus, which is mainly chickens, it can be other poultry species as well. If we can reduce the host of that virus, then this virus will die out, especially in the summer heat. But it won't die out if the host of this virus continues to harbor that virus.
Okay, so if a resident wants to keep their birds, what would be a process that they could go through or get testing done in advance, or what can a resident do to provide to your office whatever information you would want to see that the birds are free and clear of disease and would potentially be continually required to be tested in the future to verify that they don't get that disease in the near future? What is the process for somebody to do that?
If they're in one of these highly infected areas where we know that there's a lot of virus circulating already, even if those birds are tested, we will go ahead and euthanize those birds. Again, in order to reduce the host of this virus. That's the only way. We're at a point in this thing, and let me backtrack just a little bit. When we started this incident in May of last year, 2018, our first strategy is we would go in when we identified a positive flock, we would go ahead and euthanize those birds, and we would test the surrounding birds around that positive flock. Any positive birds were euthanized. Any negative birds would stay under quarantine, couldn't be moved. What happened is that strategy backfired on us, and that's happened in other disease incidents as well, because some of those birds that tested negative a week later, a month later, 3 months later, came up positive. And the reason being either illegal movement of birds or people moving the virus, or simply so much virus in the environment that these birds came up infected. So because of that, we've had to go with this more aggressive approach. And we have taken out birds, we have euthanized birds that are within these highly infected areas.
You mentioned something about summertime killing off the virus. Well, it's getting pretty hot all of a sudden. So
there were some days last year it got up to 122 degrees, but even that degree of heat won't kill the virus off if it's in the host.
So if I'm getting this right, and I don't want to misspeak, but it sounds to me like if somebody's got birds in the hot zone, they are going to be killed. Period.
That's correct.
And there's nothing that can be done.
Necessary.
There's one exception to that, and one of the things our epidemiologists do is we're constantly reevaluating whether you call it a hot zone, a highly infected zone, whatever. That's not a change that's made on a daily basis, but it's a change that may be made periodically, where those lines are redrawn for that highly infected area, and if that happens, then it could enlarge, it could shrink down. So,
and what have you seen in the last 3 or 4 months? Where are we in the city?
We're making. Well, I can't speak specifically in Jurupa Valley City, but I can speak as far as the regional quarantine involving LA County and the western portions of Riverside and San Bernardino County. We're making progress. In the last month, we've had 4 new positive confirmed premises. That's it.
In Jurupa or just in the whole?
In those 3 counties. That is tremendously different than what we are seeing.
What was the high point? The number of infected birds at the highest point?
We've identified in the whole incident from May up until yesterday 450.
That's May of this year?
May 2018.
Okay. So the year
of 2018.
It's 12 and a half months.
Right. We've identified 450 confirmed positive premises.
Are you aware of the boxes that are being
Would we be able to have him maybe have a seat and have him have a seat somewhere where a few of us can, with quietness, ask him a few questions ourselves?
Bring it up to the mayor. Are you aware that residents get a notification? We've had 2 households.
Too many people are
in
joking.
Maryland,
It's getting nowhere.
and they
Everybody's
get a
got this.
box.
It's not going
And then
to.
they friend their house 2 days later of dead chickens.
Because I'm not going to stand here and just wasting my time.
I must be misunderstanding you. A box with dead chickens?
Yes, 2 days after they receive their paperwork.
He knows this also. I've emailed. Is there a way that we can sit you down and we can all take a turn and ask you questions?
People get a
happy to
notification
spread
for
the
a kill
questions
day,
around.
and they get gifted a dead box of chickens after they've been in a fight for a kill day. That's how it's getting spreaded. We also had pickup trucks that have prior kills drive up into the driveway of a second house resident killed.
After we euthanize the birds, those birds are bagged and they're taken to a local landfill for disposal.
It's not a biohazard bag. It's a regular bag you would buy at Stater Brothers.
The video, I can share you a video.
Dead bird, dead virus. That's a fact.
No, it's not.
When they go to the landfill, they're put in the landfill and they're covered with 2 to 4 feet of.
Oh no, I have the video. Can you have a seat where we could all actually ask you questions? Because I feel like it's too loud.
Sure.
Would he be able to facilitate that? Mayor, would you be able to facilitate that, to have this gentleman have a seat and everybody be quiet? We can all take turns and ask questions.
I want to give them the opportunity to share what they want, and at the end.
See, here's my problem. My situation is very well documented, but I have a lot of questions on behalf of other people. I have a lot of legality issues, and what happened yesterday, for instance, with this young lady.
Whether he wants to sit or stand is not the issue.
Well, I mean, just to keep it loud, because I can't hear everybody's yelling one other question, so it's not. I don't think it's giving us the answers that we all see. Please help us with that. Please.
I'm sorry.
We've had 1.25 million birds murdered with only 400 testing positive. And those numbers out of you.
Is that the number
That's
of
what he
total
just told me,
euthanasia?
yes.
It's probably closer to 2 million. It's probably closer to 2 million.
Yes, I'm sure, but the numbers he's giving is 1.25 million birds have been killed, 400 have tested positive.
Do we have any statistics of how many residences in our city have had euthanized birds?
Probably do. I don't have those statistics with me.
I think it's in the dozens or hundreds. Or
1.25 million birds have been euthanized.
Well, he needs to sit his ass down, and we can all sit and ask him some questions, because all I'm hearing is a bunch of...
He agreed to it, but everybody's not.
Well, so if she's asking that, and we're not
Can we let
getting
him
anything.
sit?
the next thing, okay, so
In a debate format, where we can actually ask questions.
Then what's a resident to do if they want another bird, another chicken? What's the?
Right.
How long do they need to wait? What's the process? How does? I mean, you certainly don't want you coming back a month later to kill their brand new birds.
Right.
So what is? How can you lead us through that?
There's a 120-day fallow period. So once we have euthanized birds off a premises, they can't repopulate for 120 days.
And after that time,
And it could be longer than that, depending on the regional quarantine. The quarantine that encompasses all 3 of those counties is one full county.
This isn't going to go anywhere. No, I want him to sit down and I want questions answered.
No, the 120 days starts.
Ask him. Let's ask him.
My birds are killed. So if my birds are killed and I wait for 120 days, I know I need a clearance from you guys. I get that clearance. I get
If we're not going to do like a more of a debate thing, I'm actually going to go ahead and take off, but I'll be in contact with you later because all I'm hearing is screaming. I got somebody about this, somebody about that, and I'm not getting. Well, no, I'm not getting help and answers. And to be honest with you, I have 4 kids and I don't have any more time to waste. I would like to sit down and have this gentleman sit so we could all, with quietness, ask him the questions that we seek answers to.
No, I'm fine. Go ahead. We're good standing here.
Are you good? Okay. Well,
Wow, nobody can hear.
I know, especially.
okay. Well, okay. I'll start this. My name's Carrie. You and I go way back. You know that. In December, my home had blue detections. Okay, and Sandy Cooney wanted to kill everything. Said he had to. They all had to die. Blah blah. And I said, no, I'm going to do the appeal. So I did that. And you and I spoke, and you told me, okay, lock everything down, we're good. Okay, no problem. You guys started going after people in Narco. I made a little post advising people they had rights. And people weren't aware of that because they're not telling them. So, you and I spoke that whole week prior to my birds being slaughtered. I dealt with Annette Jones, I dealt with you, I dealt with Suter, I got all the emails. I mean, how many times have I emailed? Would you say about 1,000? 500? Okay, a lot. But nonetheless, I tried to call you that day. You didn't answer my call. Jones said that no action would be taken. Chad Parker raided my home on a Good Friday, slaughtered my pets inhumanely, and my birds, I paid and had them tested days before with your lab, UC Davis. Those birds were free of Newcastle, and I even went a step further. No detections of any disease. Those birds were disease-free. Your people, remember when I told you about Jay Contreras coming to my home and whatnot? Those visits, nothing happened. I have not one written conclusive test result of any disease. Why is that?
I don't know if you heard my conversation.
I did, and it's too loud. That's what I'm trying to find out.
So there are some birds that we are euthanizing that may be exposed, but they may also be testing negative. They may not be infected yet because they're in a highly infected zone where we feel there's a lot of virus, and we're removing the host of this virus in order to get this thing
When you
eradicated.
feel there's virus, where is the epidemiology reports and the scientific data that you are using to somehow come up with this? Because I have not one scientific fact of anything. As a matter of fact, on my warrant, you guys put influenza. So I don't even know if I'm dealing with influenza.
We put in what?
Influenza on the warrant.
We're not testing for influenza.
Well, you better. You put it on the warrant. I mean, why was that on my warrant? On a Good Friday with my children, do you understand what you have done to my family over birds that are healthy? And even if they did get sick, like I told you before, I'm going to roll with nature. If they get sick, I'll phone you. I've done nothing but abide by your rules. When you guys slaughtered, you left my house. I got feathers. I got messes everywhere. They were spraying stuff. I don't know what it was. I asked, what is this? I got kids with breathing difficulties. They refused to tell me. Okay, so what you people did to my home, and I tried to call you that day, you didn't answer your phone. I tried to call you the day Jay Contreras, we briefly spoke. I trusted you. I trusted you to look into this. I believed you people. And you know what? Now, what I'm seeing, now as my case opened up, and you know what? You actually really need to be pretty happy because I think I brought awareness to this little game that's being played, and I think it's sick. There is no reason why birds can't stay in somebody's backyard under a quarantine. If they get the disease, they're going to be dead within days. You know that as well as I do. You guys have said it's no risk to human threat. So now moving on, what we have going on is I'm getting... right there. Next up, okay, I am getting calls, roughly around 400 and some messages a day of people asking me to help save their birds. And you know what I do? I show up, a lot of these people are here, we videotape. Yesterday, as of now, you guys have recorded Highway Patrol because you've obtained a bulk type warrant that is open-ended. Why is it that when a supporter, when somebody is going to suffer a loss of their pets and they ask me to come, or her, or whoever, why are you, and CHP kissed us off to you. So answer me, When that person reaches out and wants somebody to support them, and that may mean just standing there and wiping their tears away, why are you not allowing that?
We understand fully the devastation that this has when somebody loses their birds that are a part of their family.
Why are you allowing that?
We didn't become veterinarians to kill chickens, to kill
So
other
what I'm
livestock.
asking of you then, so the next warrant, the next raid that goes down, when this person asks me to come be there, then I can safely assume and say Kent Fowler is okay if this resident chooses to have somebody next to them for moral support and just to wipe their tears away.
On or off their property?
No, next to them is what I want, and that happened yesterday with the 90-year-old.
On their property?
No. I want, the lady yesterday wanted me with her, and they took her in the house.
So people that might go along to give moral support, as you mentioned, what sort of biosecurity?
I've asked your people for gear. Give me gear. I'll wear whatever you want. Give me some gear. I'll go.
Or you could supply your own. If
I
you
could,
feel
but
strongly about preventing disease from spreading.
Okay, so you're okay. So if I provide, wait. If I provide gear,
That's a good reason.
Okay,
We would
so
suggest
if I
someone outside the premises doesn't go on. It's just from the
Okay,
biosecurity.
now
risk.
then let's lock this down because I need an answer because I got people that are calling me. So I go get biosecurity equipment and I am allowed to, or maybe her, we are allowed to stay with that resident next to them and be their shoulder to cry on.
But understand, we still need to have the opportunity
Yes
to
or
talk to that bird owner.
Well, you do, and you know what? But I want to be present because
You've
people
got a
are.
BioLite ongoing where we can't do our job. That creates a
No.
problem.
How about this? How about we
Yes,
agree to this?
yes.
You guys get 5 minutes. I get 5 minutes. I don't even speak Spanish, but she does. And those people didn't even understand the forms. So it's imperative that that person has somebody that can explain this stuff.
I totally understand the emotional part of
We don't
this
need you to
thing.
understand. We need you to ask the questions. Ask the question.
CHP told me to ask you, so I'm asking you. If I have biosecurity equipment, or one of us do, and the resident asks for somebody,
Oh my God.
is that possible?
Repeat your question.
My question again is this. Somebody reaches out and they want support, whether that be a Spanish speaker, me, her, whoever. We will be allowed, without impunity at all, to stand next to this person, and if it means they sit there and cry and just want to cry, I'm able to stand there, document, I'm unarmed, nobody's going to be armed, and I will wear whatever biosecurity suit you need me to wear. I guess I have to buy it. If you'll give it to me, that way I know I got the right one, I'd appreciate that. And can that happen? Because I got 3 people this week that are about ready to lose it because they are in fear.
I'll tell you what, I think the best way to handle this is go ahead and put your request in writing to us. Go ahead and get that to Tanya at the incident.
Why can't we say, why can't it be
we'll
answered
respond
now?
in writing once we've had a chance to talk through that.
All
But
the chickens will be dead by then.
I know. Do you know how many times I email you and nobody emails me back, ever?
I don't know why that would be.
Well, I email you. Why don't you email me back? How many emails do you get a day from me?
I have no idea.
Okay. Well, you don't. No, okay, nobody emails me back. You guys ignore me. But what I was told yesterday from this 90-year-old woman is that CDFA, which is Paul, they said, don't talk to that lady. We're not going to let you talk to her. They segregated her in the house. And I am sorry, but under the TIPS crisis, when someone's in duress, it's actually recommended that they have somebody there for moral support. CHP has dumped this off on you, so I need to know.
Let me ask you a question. I'm sorry. Let me ask you a question. ¿Cuándo van a parar ustedes de hacer toda la matazón aquí que está en Jurupa Valley?
So we actually have Spanish.
Excuse me.
No,
Answer my
we have
question.
Spanish
Answer my
translators.
question.
We have Spanish
¿Cuándo
translators.
She's speaking to him.
Answer my question.
We're not bilingual.
Excuse me. Answer my question. ¿Cuándo van a parar este desmadre que están aquí haciendo con todas las personas personas que ustedes vienen y nomás a la brava.
Her relatives.
¿Cuándo?
Okay, let me explain to you what she just said. Okay.
This is exactly the things that are going on. You guys are going to our houses and bullying us, bullying people who don't speak the fucking language.
Yeah, we're mad too.
There's-
I know you guys are, and I think
You don't know. You have not a slight idea. Now let me go to you then. No, you do not.
Okay,
And I'm a
well,
witness to
I
that.
think he's an adult. I
Don't
think
turn
he
away
can
from
speak
me.
it for
Do
himself.
not turn away from me. No, don't turn. I'm not finished.
You've been doing fine up till
Because
now.
this had happened. My father. Do you want me to continue in Spanish?
If you want, but I don't understand.
Exactly. That's
That's
my
the win
point.
when you guys
That
have.
is exactly my point.
I'm freely admitting that.
Well, okay, so for this lady here, her father, you guys tried to give him forms in English, trying to make him sign, and then when she said, "Can I get the other form?"
In
they said
Spanish.
you can't get it until you sign that, which is kind of an act of bullying
have that on
somebody.
video.
So what we need to have happen is, and like I said, this goes back to having a supporter that understands that language. I have a gentleman that speaks Farsi. He wanted somebody to help him, and that didn't happen. So now Highway Patrol has said, I need to talk to you guys to make sure that basically these people can have support. And that is what I'm asking you. It's a very simple yes or no.
We make every effort to provide whatever language is necessary.
Okay.
You're not letting us know.
But
We've hired translators for our informal hearings.
yeah, but I did an informal hearing with you, sir. You guys read off of a pre-scripted thing, and you didn't listen to anything.
Well, when you're talking about the history of the incident,
I don't even know what training or experience they have to get it. But again, let's stick to the very first question. This is what I want to know tonight. I've got 4 people who have messaged me to please come be at their house so you guys can slaughter their healthy pets. Okay? They're going to comply with you because they're afraid, and that's okay. But I want to know that I can be there with those people to support them.
on
site where
is
it's
put that in
translator.
writing to us, and we will respond to that email.
Will somebody get back to
like
me?
At the house.
Because I'm going to hang up and I'm going to do it right now because these kills are right around the corner. And that's a big problem. And then we have now the firearms. I've asked about also these firearms. Sir, your people, okay, Contreras and Lily Lau said in between a contamination, they are to wait 3 days. And they go into the office and they do other work. But I have them on videotape where they go from this house to this house. And then your marksmen, they left a gun. They had one that was like an assault rifle and they left a gun. I have a picture of the gun. There was children in that house. So that ricochet and that unattended gun, somebody could die.
I can't address that.
Well, somebody has to because Steve Lyle says you guys hire fish and game expertise. And when I said, well, can I please see what kind of training these folks have? Nothing. Do you know?
Extensive training.
Oh, I can get a picture, but
2 days training.
yeah,
You think that's
well,
extensive?
Well, I got that on video with the training, but now moving on to this topic, in addition to the firearms, which is now, that's a huge threat to other people. So getting on to that, with these people that are coming around, every time I ask for ID, they refuse to give it to me. If they're doing everything legit and they're who they say they are under Title Code 18-242, color of the law, everybody is supposed to give ID. So a citizen...
We are not required to give ID.
Oh, you're not required to give ID? Under what authority would that be?
What?
Wait, what authority is that? Because that's a federal code.
If you want to put that in your email, we'll address that.
I already
as
did
well.
put it in the email about Annette Jones and her federal codes.
The email, you should...
Do you not listen to the news of what's going on with the kidnappings and all that? And all the rapes, and you just want to come in our properties?
Wait. Okay. But sir, please tell me under what code that gives you the right or your agency to not give the ID under a federal law. That's a federal law.
I'm suggesting is go ahead and put that in an email. Use the email that's at the bottom of the quarantine, and we'll answer that.
You don't know
We'll
the
give you
code?
the references.
Can you not give it to me now? Why?
Because he doesn't know. Because you don't know. Plain and simple, you don't
I
know.
have 30 people in my house, 30 people, and and I got 4 little kids. You know what? I had to fire my toy hauler. You guys missed a chicken and it flew back, so I don't know if you just set me up. I have had my tire popped 3 times. I am sorry, but I don't trust that, and I have every legal right as the homeowner to know who is on my private property. So if there's a federal code you say, I want to know what it is because I know a lot of federal codes.
Maybe your assistant knows. Do you know what it is?
The only ones where you need to show property.
I am.
And they may not have shown you because you were videotaping the entire thing.
So what? And there's no restriction of privacy in my wait a minute. On my land.
When you're asking questions, we're trying to respond, but then you're talking over us.
I'm not talking over you. Okay.
And at this point, I think that we're done because we can't get anything done.
Okay, here's the deal.
You're talking over us.
Here's the deal.
So when you're asking the questions, it's really not a productive meeting.
30 people were at my house. You should have had an incident log. I want the copy of the incident log of everybody that was in my yard.
So I'm sure if you put in a request at that email,
nobody will even email me back.
So Kent has asked you to put that information in the email.
You know what I'm going to do tonight, Kent? I'm going to email you a lot of questions.
Use the email that's at the bottom of the quarantine.
But who does that go to? Because you guys switched that.
It goes to me.
Okay, well, maybe I'll just bulk it for everybody. But I want that incident log of who was at my home, and I'm going to guess that everybody else that has had people at their home, they're entitled to that incident log too. Our car got broken into, and your people, I've got the videotapes of your people looking in yards and going in there. I don't know what process, but on my videotape, they told me they're hired and they get 2 days of training. What is your vetting procedure? Do you run a criminal history? Do you run a live scan? Do you do a background? What do you do?
We have folks that come down from the administration in Sacramento when we have a hiring, and they go ahead and do interviews and go through a standard vetting process.
Do we know what that is, or can I get a copy of that?
Put it in writing.
Okay.
We'll be happy.
Can I apply?
Welfare office that you guys can hire.
Could I apply?
You guys would
Would you hire me?
Anybody can apply.
Because I've been helping you a lot. I really have. And here's the deal. I know you know who I am, and I know that this is something you don't want to maybe touch. Because let's face it, what you did to my family on Good Friday with our pet bird and my son, and after I talked to you and you guys told me nothing would happen, do you understand what you have done to a family? I have been a police officer. My husband is. He served this country. I can't even find out why my birds had to die. Why did they have to die? They were healthy. What did I do and what did my family do to you that deserve this?
I think I did explain.
You didn't explain to me. I don't have a positive in my area. My birds tested healthy. My little boy went out in the backyard to run and hop the fence to save his bird. You people came back there and you said you were bringing firearms and you scared him. Do you know my son is now in counseling? Do you know my son is made fun of at school? Do you know my daughters are gone with my mother because she can't be at my house because it's a slaughterhouse? And I've done nothing to you people. I listened to you. I've been in contact with you for months. And what did I ever do that led you to believe that I was going to invade something or do something wrong or do anything shady? And the answer is nothing. What you did to me was completely targeted, and the reason you did it, and I know that you're never going to admit it, it's because you started harassing other people, and I took a stand for them. Because you guys are taking away people's constitutional rights, and I'm not okay with that. I'm not. So at this point, I'll email you. I email you every night. I probably send out about 500 a night. Nobody responds to me. What are you hiding? What is it? Is there a disease?
No, there's not a disease. No disease.
It's a bunch of lies. I've came to your meetings. I've attended your meetings. I've done everything you asked up until that day. I called you that day. Why didn't you answer your phone? It's on my call log. Why? Why didn't you pick up the phone? Every other time I've called you, you picked it up. Annette Jones, and I know you work with her. That whole week of that, all your idiots come to my house and I take every one of them. It's on the warrant. You guys set me up. Here I am listening to you, and you know what I'm going to tell people? Never again. If I would have known what live people you are and what kind of integrity and what was going to happen to my family, those birds would have been gone. And I don't care about your fines. Fine me whatever you want. I'll pay it. But I can't live how anymore with peace. There is none. How do I tell my kid? Did you see him on the news? I asked Steve Lyle to apologize. I can't even get an apology.
Give him the opportunity to answer at least some of your questions. You may proceed, sir. You may proceed to answer your questions, please.
Once again, we absolutely know the emotional duress that this causes.
You could cause less if it was done right.
Sir, you
Jen,
lied to me.
Can you ask me
I
a
was
question,
lied
please?
to. I
One
called
second.
you, Kat.
Give us 1 second.
called
Come
you.
closer. Come closer.
And I have
She
tried.
has a
Wait,
question.
did I
She
not
has a
speak
question
to
for you.
back in December?
You did speak.
Okay,
Hold on.
how many times? A lot. So what did I do to you to deserve this? My birds were healthy. They were our pets. Those were our family. And you guys took away something on a Good Friday on a family that has done nothing wrong, ever. I should have never listened to you, ever. And that's why I tell people, get your birds and get them the hell out because you guys can't be trusted. Look what you did to me. Look at my kids. How do you sleep at night?
¿Qué va a pasar con los ¿Qué va a pasar con nosotros que dónde vamos a ver los animales? ¿Qué va a pasar con nosotros?
How do you sleep
¿Qué va
at
a pasar?
night?
Contesta. ¿Qué va a pasar con nosotros? Aquí tenemos muchas preguntas. ¿Tienen algunas preguntas en español? Pregúntele. Pregunten. Excuse me. Don't ignore me. Don't ignore me. Go ahead.
Annette Jones with the conflict of interest. She's in Central California. Her chickens, everybody else, all your chickens have to be in pens and locked down. Her chickens
you're having your own little conversation here.
No, I'm asking you.
Again. Oh, turn your back. Turn your back to me, right, Ken?
You know the email address.
Ken, I email you every night. I probably email you about 50 to 60 times. I email all of them.
It's not over yet, sir.
Thank you, that's your answer. You torment children in your answers. Thank you.
Okay, well, you have the answer. Kent Fowler just walked away and turned his back to me. Another coward who isn't going to answer anything.
Little security guard.
With the security guard. So I'm just going to tape these other people because they're going to lie anyway. So we'll just get names. Who are you?
I'm Marco for the cdfa.
Marco who? What's your ID number?
I'm sorry, it's Marco for the cdfa, man.
Marco CDFA man. Who are you?
Good evening, I'm Guy. I work with USDA.
Well, your name is who?
Guy.
Guy?
Yes, do you have any questions about euthanasia?
No, actually, I just dealt with Mr. Fowler and I didn't get any questions, anything. But I want to ID all you people because under the color law, Title 18, which you people have done, is a little bit of a federal offense. I'm not done. I'll be back. You're a guy, right?
Are there any questions you might
No,
have?
yep, I want to know your name and your ID number.
My name's Guy.
Guy. Okay.
Oh my God.
Are you
That's the last name.
Are you with him also?
That's something to hide.
Okay, who are you?
My name is Ryan. I work for the USDA.
You're who?
Ryan.
Okay. Are you a veterinarian or what is your job title?
Right here, I'm part of the response, trying to fight the...
Okay. What is your job title?
I'm here also working with the response, trying to eliminate...
So you're not a vet, you're not a security, you're not a cop?
Do you have any questions I might help you with about...
Yeah, I didn't think so. What's your job title?
Guinea pig or the government?
What's your job title?
I'm ag tech.
You're a high tech?
Agriculture tech.
You're what?
Ag tech. Agriculture tech.
A technician, great. You're not with them, are you? Good. I know. Are you with these FDA people? Okay. Oh, no.
I've been told. Why don't you kill? I asked someone, why don't you kill wild birds? And they told me because they're immune to it. Last time they had this going around, we all saw dead wild birds on the ground and all this. I haven't seen that.
So it's like everything. Wild birds are more resistant to the disease because of their hybrid vigor, so they're resistant.
I guess I'll come back to him in a minute. I didn't.
Oh, I thought he was answering your question.
All right, what's your name, please?
Hi.
Hi, are you with USDA or CDFA?
No.
Oh, never mind. Okay, go ahead. You. Okay, I know your kill law. You said you were an attorney and you said you were a cop. That's your name, sorry. I know you're either Michael or Andrew.
That's fair.
Who are you?
Terry, you know
you know the drill. You can contact the incident and they can give you my information.
They won't. That's the thing. I haven't been able to get one incident log. I don't think they exist.
Ken Fowler just
You know where I live. You know my plate. You know my situation. I got an hour-long call with you. I got an hour-long recording with you. You ignore me everywhere you go. I've never once threatened your person. I'm unarmed. I want to know who you are. I have that right.
I know, and I'm telling you the avenue for which you can get that information.
I want it. You don't. Can't you just tell me why? What are you hiding?
I'm not hiding anything.
Then who are you? Because on my videotape, you said you were an Oregon cop for 8 years. And you said you went to law school.
Yeah.
So who are you?
You can follow the procedure that I've been instructed to do.
Wait. Where is the procedure and where is that paperwork that you're instructed to do?
Listen.
No. You know what? You were at my house that day and you guys all told me, oh, there's other options. We don't want to kill anything. We don't want to. And then you showed up and raided my house. So right now, I need to know who you are because nothing illegal, but you and I will be seeing each other again. In a legal format, of course. So I want to know your name and your ID number.
Okay, my ID number is 0023.
0023.
You can use that to contact the incident.
Who are you, though? Are you Michael or Andrew?
I'm with CDFA.
Well, which person, though? Michael or Andrew? That's all Jay Contreras said to me. Michael and Andrew, and he gave me his card.
Okay.
Do you have a card? What are you hiding?
No, I do not have a card.
Are you? It seems like you guys are hiding things.
He is hiding something.
I don't know. I think everybody's trying. That's why we're holding this format so you can ask questions.
Yeah, and I am asking you a question. You won't answer it. So what is your name?
We're here to answer questions about the incident.
I am about the incident. You were at a slaughter yesterday with me, and I saw you there, and you shut your door in my face. Who are you?
You have the information, and I'm telling you.
I don't have the information. Jay Contreras introduced you as Michael and Andrew. There was two men, you and the redheaded guy.
Okay, so
which one are you, Michael or Andrew?
Contact the incident. I'm following my
I think at this point it's just a point. Like we just want to know.
Okay, you know what? Here's the deal. So I'm going to remind you of something because you're a lawyer, right?
I went to law school. I am not barred.
Okay, then you didn't pass the bar. That sucks. But hey, here's the deal. Number one, U.S. Title Code 18242. Look it up. You're kind of a little bit in a pickle there, but that's okay. Look it up. Secondly, Wendy, the thing you gave her last night, I was reading that for her to see what's going on with that. It looks to me it's some kind of an infraction, but there's no court date, there's no court time, and there's nothing. So is that a citation and she'll get something in the mail, or is that just a flyer of a warning notice?
All the information that's relevant is on that.
No, it's not on the form. I looked at it. And I'm asking you because you gave it to her and you're an attorney. And you're a cop. So tell me, because I was a cop and I sure as heck can't figure it out. It is a form that says about a food and agriculture code. It doesn't say I promise to appear for a date with the signature in a courthouse or anything like that. So what is it? Is it an infraction like an ordinance, something like that? Will she get something in the mail because she's innocent until proven guilty?
Absolutely.
So what is it? Is that a citation, like a ticket?
So that is what you're speaking about is not something that I can talk directly about.
Go get Wendy and ask her.
That's with the legal office. I'm going to tell her the same thing.
So you don't know what you gave her? So it's just a flyer then, a warning note.
You were in law enforcement.
I know, and that's why I'm telling you. If I gave somebody a citation, I would have it filled out. I would have them sign, and it is not an admission of guilt. Is it a promise to appear on or before? And there's a big court date at the bottom. That paper says nothing. State of California. So where does she got to go? Just drive around the state of California and look for a court to ask what it's for?
No. All the information that's on there is, all the information that she needs to know at this point is on that piece of
Okay,
paper.
what court is it then? Because I don't know. You want to see it? I got it.
No, I don't need to see it.
Well, I need to know where she's supposed to go because I'm going to be going with her. So where are we supposed to go and what day?
I think go back if she has shared it with you.
Yeah.
Then you can read it over and all the information.
That's why I'm asking you. There is no court date. There is no promise to appear on or before. There is no court listed. So I don't know what she's supposed to do with it other than tape it to her wall and look at it.
Okay. I told you that all I can tell you.
Just cut this shit. Do you not know?
Listen, I told you all that I can tell you.
Do you know or not? Is it a citation? Will something get in the mail, or does she just wait around and maybe something?
The information.
It's not on there. A citation has that.
Okay. I told you all the information that you need if you want to speak to her. I know she shared it with you, but I can't talk about any.
But if it is a citation, she is supposed to have a court date on or before.
I understand what you're saying.
It doesn't have any court on there or anything, so I don't know where she's supposed to go with
And I
it.
understand what you're saying.
So is it just a warning letter?
Listen, we're going around in circles, and I'm not trying to be obtuse. And I told you that all the information that she needs is on that piece of paper.
No, it's not, but okay.
I
So
understand.
basically, again, you take an innocent young lady who was assaulted, you give her some, I don't know, flyer, and we don't even know what it is. Great. Still no name for you, but it's okay. We'll see you around. Hi.
Afternoon.
Motor. There you go. My dad was 93, 94. My God. No, he was
Sorry, I wish I applied earlier.
no, my dad was actually one of the main TOs right now for years. Yeah, he's retired now. He's living life and doing nothing. But
Congratulations to him.
yeah, he deserves it. I would. Anyway, all right. Thank you.
So,
Hey, Wendy. I tried to get
Violation of quarantine orders. Oh, yes. I had so much fun talking to everybody in a nice, quiet, intellectual way. If I go to my friend's house, am I violating the order again? Because I have a...
Move your birds.
No. If I physically go onto...
I tried to get your answer for that. Go talk to him. He's the one that issued it, and I'm trying to find out. Well, if Mr. Bergson will attend.
No. They said,
Could you?
I'm not up to speed with
Okay, could you step over and talk to this gentleman here? What happened last night was Wendy they issued her something that looks to be like a citation. Now, on a citation, you have a signature and a promise to appear on or before without admission of guilt. What they gave her is basically a flyer, and I don't know what that is. So I tried to ask him, can you help her?
y que no me quería salir de la propiedad ayer.
¿que no se quería salir usted de la propiedad?
Ayer. Y que me van a multar. Vinieron después de que yo hablé al lieutenant que era a tomar el reporte porque me agarró el CDFA y luego me negó y luego ella dijo, oh, sí la agarré. Que me agarró así. Entonces...
Get him and go ask him. I just did. He won't tell me much on your behalf. So I said, I want to know what that is. What is the deal?
Que yo violé a la ley porque yo estaba en la propiedad y que la primera vez es una multa, la segunda vez la multa ya, y luego entonces le dije entonces si yo voy a la casa de mi vecina, ¿me van a multar otra vez?
No, eso no importa.
Wendy, let's go talk to him. I just asked and he won't give me your information. Come with me.
Can we have him?
Grab him. Grab with us.
You got him.
Mr. Bergstrom, can you just step over here real quick? Hold on. We need to find out. Here we go. Okay. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
But you have no idea who that person would be.
You'll hear. Hold on.
Can I see the letter though? Let me see if I can.
Because I did post it, so I didn't.
Okay, okay, wait, well, real quick. Wendy is the person that you need to talk to, and this is our mayor. Now, we're going to go through this again. I don't know his name. He refused to ID himself. They gave this young...
Brian, at least you could give me a first name.
Nice to meet you. So I follow
He won't tell you.
our current incident procedure.
No, wait, stop. You don't have a name?
have a
No,
name.
if you were in Norco, I could actually call the Norco sheriffs by stop there, and they said they would come out and you'd have to give them
Just
your name.
hold on. Okay, wait. We need to something more important. Yesterday, Wendy had an incident. She was assaulted by one of the CHPs. So these gentlemen, what they ended up doing was they'd given her something that's a form of a ticket, like a citation.
CHP did, or the
No,
cdfa?
this guy. Now, what happened was on this hold on. What happened with this is if it is a citation, just like any other citation, you will sign, you will do a promise to appear, and you'll have a court date. It is not admission of guilt. So what they gave her, and if you want to take a look at it, it doesn't say anything. So I'm trying to find out from this gentleman, is just a warning letter for her? Is this a ticket? If it's a ticket, what court is she going to go to? Where is she supposed to be? Because it says nothing. Well, we don't know. That's what he needs to answer.
So I guess the question is, can you elaborate on what kind of a citation she might have been given and what does it mean?
So all the information that she needs for what happens next is on that piece of paper.
No, sir.
What actually is it? Is it a fee, a fine? Is it just a notice that you're not in compliance with something and just correct it? I mean, what exactly is it?
What I will speak about in general are the enforcement tools that are available. I'm not going to speak directly about her case because that's her, and I've explained that you can contact the legal office.
But is it a ticket?
So here, we're going to parse this out, okay? So her issue is not what I'm talking about. The department has.
Yeah, she needs to know.
Well, yeah. If you know what her situation is, that's why I'm just trying to figure out what exactly the notice is and what does it mean to a resident if they receive it. Is it a fine? Is it a notice to comply? Is it? So I mean, what is it?
So the enforcement, the quarantine enforcement tools that are available under the law there's two components. One is administrative penalties.
Okay.
Those are between $100 and $1,000, and those are handled administratively within the department. There's a hearings process, etc. for somebody who wants to challenge that. Under the Food and Ag Code, we also have the authority to enforce the quarantine through misdemeanor infractions. So those are the two components under which we do quarantine enforcement.
So what's hers?
So what kind of I mean, I barely could read it, so I don't really know what it really means. But
so I will, if you give me your number, I'm happy to speak with you later.
You guys already have her number and her name and her address that was given to you. She didn't give it to you. I did.
So,
basically, what I don't want to have happen to this lady is because if she's promising, if she gets this, and let's just say you guys are going to flip it to misdemeanor or some fine, and she doesn't have a court listed or a court date, then it's going to be a no-show for her, and then she's stuck.
Let me okay. I feel like you did it in retribution because this has never been given out to any one of us. After I asked for the lieutenant to come out, I filed a complaint on CHP that I was issued this that has never been issued to anyone, to no one. I feel that you are abusing your power. I feel that you are abusing your power to punish me for calling for a lieutenant to come out and look into my situation. This quarantine says that I refuse to leave the property. After I was grabbed by hounds and then Carter was in my face, I left the property. I left. There was still a lot of people in that section that you said that I refused to leave. But I'm the one that I'm the one that got another thing. If I oversight counties if I go to my friend's house, am I going to be cited again? I understand there's a first offense, second offense, third offense.
But that's what he needs. But he has to justify what that is. Is it just a warning letter or is it a citation? What is it?
Wait, let me ask you that. Am I going to be cited again for going to my friend's house because I'm in a quarantine property?
Potentially. I don't know. I can't speak to any specific.
Wait. investigative answer to know if it's a citation, if it's just a warning letter.
I need to see a full copy.
Okay, maybe
You can email me.
I have it. I'll email it because what I want to know for her is if that's a citation, she would need to have signed it.
Yeah, let's read through it
because
first.
right now I don't know what the heck it is.
I couldn't tell based on the part of the.
Because to sit, he's not going to help do anything. But I just want to know what it is for her because if it is a citation, she does have a court date.
What led up to it, by the way? Do you know?
Basically, the highway patrolman assaulted her, so we had to get a lieutenant out here. They tried to. He was totally self-incriminating her and leading her, which I said, you stop talking to him with the Fifth Amendment because I know what he's doing. So then this guy decides to hit her with some ticket. I don't even know if it's a ticket. I don't know what it is. It doesn't say a ticket. It doesn't say a fine. It doesn't say promise to appear on the floor. So I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just a flyer of a warning. I don't know. But
yeah, if you can email it, I can read it myself and make heads or tails out of it. I'm not sure what I can do, but I see what it is.
What is it? If it's a court thing, she's innocent until proven guilty, so she needs to know where to be and then get out of there. So, but I appreciate you hosting this.
Well, we're getting some information, not great necessarily, but a little bit. At least we understand there's no quarantine area, it's just a kill area.
There's a million.
Let's be real about it.
So I don't want to give you guidance on this. These are all hypotheticals, and I don't want to get into it.
Okay. Wendy, your mayor's going to take a look at it. So let's just step away because whatever you say can be used against you. I'm going with you. Okay, I'm going off live for a little bit. I need to take 5 with Wendy. It's just become different.